Well, good morning, everyone. I'm up at the split between Cooks Lake and Second Cooks Lake up north of Schreiber, and just riding around and gonna meet a couple friends, but I'm a little ahead of schedule, so I figured I'd stop and do a bit of an update on the suspension on the XM here. So see from my other videos, I put an alternative impact trail width front end, as well as the Exit X1, X2 shock package on the front and rear respectively. And so just an update on how this has been going and the adjustments I've made thus far. So when I first, let's call it, dialed these things in, I was running the springs on just one position on the preload from soft. So just one position stiffer from full soft. And I was running the compression dampening at, like, I think I was just one click from full open. So no dampening. I've since updated that since the shocks have broken in and the springs have broken in and everything's kind of taken a set. And I've done some fairly good trail pounding with it. I really wanted to, not, beating it up, but really wanted to put the suspension through probably the worst of what I'd put it through, but still have it trailable on the smoother trails. So now what I think I found the settings I'm pretty much going to stick with on the fronts. I'm two positions from full soft on preload. One position on the Exit shocks makes a huge amount of difference in the bottoming resistance. And my ride height was a little bit low, so I did, the sled's lowered anyway, but I did pump it up a bit. So it's sitting about 1.5 inches higher than it was. My A-arms used to be completely level and even canted inward, and now they're sitting, just before level. And honestly, that's been wonderful so far. And I've also upped the compression dampening. I'm now 7 clicks from full soft, so I'm about probably 40% of the adjustment range. I'm at about 40%. And because what happened was, when I was one preload position lower on the shock, I had it cranked almost all the way. And with Exit, they said, these springs, because they're triple rate, you don't just set ride height with them. These set bottoming resistance. So if you're finding that you're way up on the compression range, back it down to full open and go up one on the preload, and that'll help immensely. So that's slightly counterintuitive from when you're setting up a stock sled a bit. Been working awesome so far. And the rear, I haven't changed. The rear's been great. The front shock might be a tad stiff, but honestly, I really like the way it handles, and I do like that slightly stiff front shock just for the weight transfer. When I'm on a trail and I want to just sit back and let the skis raise a bit, take some pressure off the front, that higher preload in the front just allows a 6-inch movement on the seat to pull some preload, or to pull some ski pressure off. And when you want to rail it in the corners, you just slide forward 6 inches and you've got all the ski pressure you need. So yeah, so this setup's been just awesome so far. I'm so impressed with it. And I'm gonna admit, adjusting preload on the front's a bit of a bugger. Because it is a C-clip and not like a threaded collar. But I made a little ratchet strap contraption where I just put the sled up on the side, wrap the ratchet strap around the top, pull it down, it exposes the C-clip, and then I can work it with 2 hands. And honestly takes about a minute. So no big deal, but that's the only pain in the butt with the front shocks. The rear shocks have, the front track shock has the threaded collar with a set screw, so you can lock it up. But yeah, this sled's been amazing. I've had about 4 people say, hey, when are you going to upgrade to a Gen 5? And I was like, why the hell would I? I basically built this sled now. And other than a few other little things we're going to do over the year, I'm so just loving driving this thing. So anyhow, I'm gonna get back on it and get back to town and meet my crew and head back out north to camp.